There I am.
All right, we got quite a gang here for this one. Nerds of the North here.
How's it going?
A couple of new extra buds out for the show. And not enough room in the car, so we're doing this outside.
We were hoping to do some Michael Bay hating tonight, but I don't think...
I don't think there's going to be as much Michael Bay hating, because at least he produced, he didn't direct.
Yeah.
Yes, true.
So ladies and gentlemen, this was Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Yes.
Yes, it was. That's the best thing you can say about this. This was clearly a Ninja Turtles movie.
Yeah.
These movies have never been A grade. As much as I love them from the 80s, they've never been A grade.
Yeah.
This is hardcore B grade movie, but this is like the B plus.
If you're looking for nostalgia, you definitely will not find it.
Yeah.
No.
No, you gotta talk.
I will say this, that
Yeah.
if you take the difference between a fan and a fanatic, the fanatic is going to think this movie is terrible. I am a fanatic and think the movie is terrible, but if you take in consideration the 1991 version of this movie,
So you're talking ooze.
Yeah, no.
90.
Is it 90?
Yeah.
My
90.
bad, sorry, correction, 90. That scene with
first one I
Raph in
saw.
the tub and
Oh,
Leo
yeah.
and the drawing, that touched me. These were, they couldn't do the shit that they did
movie
in
was
this.
so dark.
Language okay?
Yeah.
They couldn't do the shit that they did in this movie, so we have that still. This was just badass Ninja Turtle fighting.
Yeah, it was.
Honestly, scrap everything else. Splinter was pretty badass, different, but hey, you change medians. Right?
Splinter was rather badass.
With the times.
Yeah, no, I thought it was like if I was a fanatic, I'd give it like a 4 for story, but like a 9
story
for
was like,
a 9 for effect.
Yeah. You know, the one thing I'm kind of disappointed in, it should have been a fucking Domino's pizza, not a Pizza Hut.
Yeah,
Pizza Hut probably
It should have been a Domino's.
Hey,
There's just
money.
That's precisely it, right?
Whoever pays the most.
Hey, on the bright side, there was only one Megan Fox babe shot.
Yes.
Yeah,
Only one the entire movie.
They had to do it.
Yeah.
But it fit. That time,
That kind of
fit
pissed
and it
me
was
off
funny.
though, just because it's Michael Bay and with Transformers, every single character, like every girl being in Transformers.
There was
is a
no
hot
dog,
girl,
dude,
and there's
there was
always
no cleavage shot.
There's
This was
always
a good
It
representation.
was like right in the beginning of the movie. They say that she's just there for candy. There was no.
Yeah, they flat out
Yeah.
acknowledge the fact that
The
she's only
original-
in Bay movies for candy.
The original April O'Neil was a hard-hitting reporter. She was going after the Foot Clan, like really getting in there.
Oh, yeah.
This is just a newbie who got fired.
Oh, yeah.
Did her thing, but
Spoiler alert, by the way.
Spoiler alert. Yeah.
Oh, it's a review. I think everybody's.
Well, sometimes we try not to spoil, but this time, who cares? It's Turtles.
Oh yeah. Hey, terrible storyline, amazing action.
well, what is it? You go like 3/4 of the movie. I lean over to Billy. I'm like, I think that's Karai.
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah.
And then like 3/4 of the
How
movie,
did you-
Karai, come over here.
Okay.
Thank you for. All right.
You call
that
yourself
was
a
right.
Ninja Turtles fan. You saw a female with a ponytail with the Foot Clan. How do you not know
The
that is
only
Karai?
Oriental in the Foot Clan too, by the way.
Yeah.
If you notice that.
See, the one thing I did notice, I saw this last night in Aurora, and you could not see any detail on Shredder's face at all. Like, the screen must have been a much poorer projection. This one here, it was a little bit. I liked it seeing a lot less of him because you could only see the burns and a couple of scars. This one here, you
That's
could
why
see
I
his
wasn't-
eyes and his nose. I'm like, what are you doing? It's a little bit too much.
Yeah, see, I think the real problem is it's not the fault of the Ninja Turtles. A really cool concept. The 80 comics are amazing.
Yeah.
Right? It's the fault of the pie routine that these producers go through. It's got to touch a little bit from every market.
Yeah.
Right? That's what messes it up because then you try and cram 4 pieces of a pie where it really maybe 2 will fit.
Yeah.
So you've got a whole little amount of time because these movies, those effects,
Okay.
millions and millions.
That was the one thing I
of
actually liked about this
yeah.
movie. It wasn't too long. It actually ended probably right when I thought it
It
should,
should,
kind of
yeah.
thing.
Yeah.
Like it
Right
was,
when you were just
it was
getting
a,
to go.
It was a little bit slow at the start, but that was a little
I think
expected.
that,
but
they should have just taken a note out of the Avengers book. They had a small mini battle, which was pretty cool.
Yeah.
Right? And then the end finale was the bring home, which was pretty neat. I will say, the way that they did it was...
But not
good.
everything should copy the Avengers, because then the Avengers is going to get boring.
No way, man. Never. I watch that every night.
One topic I want to bring up: the origin story. It's clearly been changed.
yeah, that was
Yeah.
But this is clearly. I remember back in the '80s cartoon, a young child lost his bowl of turtles down the sewer.
I have the
Yeah.
comics. Great series.
You had a young child who deliberately put the turtles down the sewer this time. So
Yeah,
not
and you
bad.
know what? It was 8 guys, or I don't know exactly how many guys, and I believe there was a female, I don't know, part of the crew, in a house.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Just rocking comics out the door, making sales of like 125,000 by issue 8 or something.
Well, if you go to any Comic-Con,
and they didn't sell out.
No.
They got paid. It's
if you
Ninja
go,
Turtles.
if you go
were
to
ever gonna get money
any
for
Comic-Con where Kevin Eastman or Peter Laird is there, you could all the celebrities up there. No. Those two are the richest men sitting there
Yeah.
because they've got so much money.
It was cool how they opened the film too. It was kind of like Marvel style.
yeah.
With the comic
Of course
books.
it is.
That's how the comics
It's the
look. It
best-selling
was
franchise in the
beautiful.
industry right now. Like,
Anybody else catch the joke? They pull up the line of, they lived and breathed everything martial arts, and he sculpts the like Karate Kid over
Yeah.
the girl.
yeah.
I'm surprised they even mentioned Jedi.
Yeah.
They
Oh,
were so-
Jedi gets
that was
mentioned in
pretty
everything.
cool.
Maybe
The
she's a
nerd references are
Jedi.
good.
There has to be so much of that because there's the one thing with the turtles. It's puns.
Yeah.
They're
Yeah.
freaking
Mikey was
Splinter makes
Mikey
jokes.
did an amazing job
Mikey,
in
Yeah,
this
he
movie.
pretty much carried the film. It was
Yeah.
the only
That
thing
was-
keeping me entertained through it.
Like, it was,
Oh,
Mikey
cracking
did a
jokes
great
here.
job.
Great.
They did the usual thing with Raph being the suddenly coming to his senses. I have to be the hero.
Yeah,
The badass.
Raph is. If I was a Ninja Turtle,
I'd
I
love
would
to be
hope
Raph.
to be Raph. But I'll tell you this:
You're about the quarter the
you
size.
just gotta. They just gotta take the concept of the Ninja Turtles for the second one and the third one, because the franchise is going to be big. That's going to
Oh, yeah.
attract every
Yeah.
child under 12 from here to. And that's it.
That was
it
a bigger
wasn't made
crowd
for
than
us.
last night.
It wasn't made for 30-year-old Chris that watched this when I
So
was
there's a
9.
count-
No,
Yeah,
it's,
no,
if
this
you
was-
saw this if you saw the 1990 when you were a kid, this movie isn't made for you.
It's based
Well,
off the
not
kids
the
growing
original,
up with the
but-
new Nickelodeon.
It's just
cartoon.
treat it as a different movie, hopefully hopefully bring in Kang, I hope bring Baxter, Bebop, Rocksteady,
Rocksteady.
Casey Jones,
I love the
Oh,
comment
can't
of
Robert Downey Jr. for Casey Jones.
Definitely.
I love
Do it,
I love the
please.
actual quick reference he threw in that Sax throws in there. It's like, can you imagine we were going to use rabbits? Yoshi Mindu?
Yeah.
Remember
yeah.
that? Like from the crossover, the Samurai
man,
Rabbit.
I have all of the figurines, man. That was my I have the turtle helicopter with the punching gauntlets.
That's
No, I remember that.
Shoot pizzas. Shit, yeah.
If they
2
go-
AA batteries still works.
If they keep going with this, like if they go sequel and then maybe a third, like it'd be cool to see them hit those.
If they would
No,
ever
this is-
listen to us, all I would ask you is please pay more attention to the story. Make it more,
yeah.
Megan Fox here, whatever. Hammer thumb, she's hot, but she wasn't April O'Neil. That was a dumb choice.
Yeah.
Sorry, Megan Fox, you're
Yeah, it didn't
super
stay
hot.
true to that.
You know what I
You know
mean?
what the problem was with her? She didn't get caught. April is that stupid damsel that always runs off and gets caught and has to be saved.
Yeah.
She was almost the hero in this one now.
Well, she did give the final
And
coup de
That's
grace.
it.
Coup de grace. Yeah. The final coup de grace to Shredder was from April.
So she's like,
what? That's fine. I think the problem is April O'Neil was a reporter, and the Foot Clan. What was their original plan in the first movie? To fuck shit up. That's it.
Yeah.
They was like, we're gonna steal radios. They're gonna know it. They're Shredder. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He's wearing a purple jumpsuit.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
This Shredder had a super armor, it's just a different story arc.
Yeah.
As much as I don't like the armor, I can see its purpose, and I can see how it was needed in this one because like the freaking Raphael jumps through a van.
Yeah.
the guy,
Yeah, like,
did you see
through
how
it. I went
obvious
my whole
they
life
are?
to see that.
Like, bouncing bullets
huge.
off of his chest. Shredder needs
Okay, that-
freaking pneumatic armor
Yeah,
to deal with this
what was
thing.
with that? To be bulletproof
That was
all
the
of a
thing,
sudden.
being bringing the turtles into a modern age kind of thing. Like when the other ones were
Or
filmed, you
superheroes.
probably didn't want to throw guns at
Yeah.
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles because you were like, but like I guarantee you, they probably like
You don't want to
asked
throw
around.
The cartoon, they had ray guns.
Yeah. Okay, it was still
All
I
the
don't
Foot
know.
Clan were using. Have you played any of the games? You get shot
No.
all the time.
That's weird then. I don't know.
Whatever. It's just the fact that they're both. I didn't mind any of like the behind like this is what we are. This is what
Yeah.
we're into. Like it was brought to the modern age.
Yeah.
Really, where the real problem was is that the story arc had a definite good potential. There were a few good actors in
Yeah.
it, but they took it too far away.
Vernon
from the
did a good
drama.
job.
What's that?
Vernon.
the guy that played Vern.
Fabulous.
This
He-
Vern
honestly,
He wasn't as cowardly as he was in the cartoon, but that was pretty good.
yeah, he did a great job. Did he overact it? Well, he needed to, right? There are other actors that do the same thing out there, and I think he was up to par on it. You know what I mean? He was like, again, I'm gonna mention Robert Downey Jr. I got a man crush on the guy, but you know, that type of like, I'm gonna do that. That's what I like. Very I don't know.
They had some very good
Cocky.
voice talent in this film, which I thought
I was really
yeah.
worried about Johnny Knoxville being Leonardo, but
He did well.
it pulled it
Oh,
off.
that's okay. He only
Yeah.
had 6 lines in the whole movie. That's what I mean. Like when you watch the originals, man, and they're in those rubber suits, and their lips aren't even
Yeah,
like
a lot of
they actually
dialogue.
did it really well. The lips were kind
Yeah.
of moving, and they're like slinging arms, dropping tears. You know what I mean? Like it was raw. This one was not raw. It was hokey. But
Yeah.
we already have the raw one, so let's take the hokey.
I like it.
And hopefully
It's
the
almost-
next one completes the pokey.
It's almost like the director stepped in and took the point of, we're not going to change the original.
Camera went
Right,
super.
but at least we got to see a few things.
Yeah.
Yeah. And all I'm saying is the next ones, they're going to get mutants to fight them. The most dangerous animals in the world is not a snapping turtle and a wolf. All right? Like, the wild
looking
boar
forward
and
to-
a rhinoceros are way more dangerous. Give us Bebop and Rocksteady.
Oh, yeah,
He can definitely do it in this day and age.
Squeeze on in there, guys.
I'm
Get everybody in here.
I'm looking forward to seeing this without 3D. I wasn't really too like it was like with the fast action movies, man. I hate
The
3D.
3D. Yeah, it was
was-
blurry
yeah.
at times.
It's a little washy, but like
Mess with your vision.
yeah, man. At the start of the movie, I was like, whoa. But like usually I get.
Now, do you think that's because where we were sitting? Because we usually sit at the very back of the theater.
That's what I thought at first. I was like, whoa, what's going on here?
Yeah.
Too close.
Yeah, I don't know. It
and-
seemed a little weird.
Major complaint from me. This bit should have been an Ultra AVX.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Should have been an Ultra AVX movie.
Newmarket and Aurora need to figure their shit out.
Well, no, they flat out said this movie was domestically not getting an IMAX, but internationally it's going IMAX.
That's kind of
Of
course it is.
The one piece of the movie was right at the end when they decide that they're gonna take it to Shredder. We're gonna do this, boys. Let's get up and do this. And they pan out, and you see that going on. If they had a solid maybe 30 seconds of all 4 of them,
Just like...
but from afar, like a pan view, one.
Like a helicopter
And
shot
that
type
movie would have
thing.
been made. But
Yeah.
the origin of it with them growing up and younger and like dancing and shit like that.
It kind of makes sense that they're not really
That
that
was
good
cool.
because
That was
this
really
isn't a Splinter that was trained and by watching his master. This is a Splinter who found a book in a sewer and somehow became good at ninjutsu.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, Splinter did
So it makes sense how they're a little bit outclassed by Shredder.
Yeah.
I do like the fact that Shredder took each and every one of their weapons away from them and started using it.
Yeah, that was neat.
Like he fucking snaps together the bow staff out of his own
That was
blades.
sick. It was definitely awesome. The combat was amazing. Like I said, if you took out, I don't know, about 30 minutes of that storyline and added in another hour with different actors, it would be amazing. You know what I mean? But
Yeah.
I also
as far as
I
the
have to
combat
rag
goes-
on Splinter. The greasy rat through the whole thing, and you see
Yeah,
just
I
like
was-
the slime on
Well,
him.
I
yeah,
thought he
you
looked
see this
With the
far,
wet
and you're like,
nose and
Yeah, that was a little bit disturbing.
But that's
the
the
original
sick part about
Splinter
it.
though is like something you want.
The original Splinter had that wet nose, but it was
Yeah.
just the nose.
Kill it.
Yeah. That's
Kill it
something you
now.
definitely see you want to kill.
taking out the cast iron
Splinter would
pan.
own you, Kevin. Huck Fu couldn't save you on that one. As a martial
man.
art that Kevin's proficient in.
I'd use like
Eye
a
gouging,
gun or
fish
something,
hooking.
blow them up with a bomb like they did.
So
Well, that's in
kill
every
it.
movie. Oh, hey, James Bond.
Okay, so what did you
Over.
guys think of like the turtle van though at the end?
Yeah, they did. Okay, well that kind of set it up for the second one.
That's what I like. It's set up for the second one, and we all remember the original turtle van and the
Yeah.
badass rocket.
the turtle van that Donnie somehow built in Baxter's laboratory on the 4th floor of a factory.
On like the 4th episode,
Like he literally,
Yeah.
the first thing he does, he takes the door off and he bolts a gun seat to the door. Why was there a gun seat even in there?
Hey, man.
And then
you shot for
halfway
the right
through that
market.
episode later, he
Whatever you want.
like he builds the turtle van there and he also builds the blimp.
They do live in America, so
You know what, though? In all probability, they are Ninja Turtles. There's weirder things that have happened at
Yeah.
that point. So
Yeah.
finding
Yeah.
an old army van in like Western Utah or even New York State, they got some heavy heavy artillery.
Yeah, but did you find like how big they were, how small that band actually was?
Yeah, but they're turtles.
They just jump the whole time while they're doing their little dance moves.
That's their native life.
They were
is
6 foot
to
tall
live in a
turtles.
shell,
Their
right?
shell would have been like freaking yay big.
Yeah, like,
Crazy.
Yeah, so like I said, 4 for story, 7 to a high. Actually, I'd say a low 8 for combat, and it just wasn't long enough.
If you're looking for action and something to bring you into the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles world, then yeah, okay, not bad.
It's definitely recommended for the younger audience, I guess, to get into the franchise.
Yeah.
Fans of the
And if anybody
if
listens
you're a hard,
to this, please stop using the pie technique, because us fanatics, as I explained earlier, don't like it. We don't. I'm speaking for the fanatics.
Stop
the pie technique?
They never
What's
turn
that? The
out
pie
well.
technique. It's these companies. They're like, okay, to make the maximum amount of profit, I'm gonna need to go ping, ping. And this is my idea. I've heard other people talk about it. You know, they have to go, okay, it has to satisfy this market, this market, this market, this market, and this market. Well, guess what? You've just created an entire like ripple effect in the movie. But what are you going with? If you're going for campy and young, you did that. You had the cartoon. You make your money. You would have sold more if you would have made it more adult. You know, kids today watch that anyway. So just go away from that. Make more movies like The Watchmen. Make more movies like Captain America. Even that was you know what I mean? Something along those lines. You know, the original Hellboy. You know, bring back a little bit of the raw grit from the '90s. And the stuff that will sell. I won't see this movie twice. I'll go see the next one twice if you take my advice.
All right, now, one thing we got to ask. Blu-ray. Are you going to buy it?
I don't own a Blu-ray.
No.
Okay.
I don't.
No,
I don't.
Well, then home video. Would you pick this up when it comes out?
Would I pick it up when it comes
out? If you want to give it free, I'll take it.
No.
No?
No, and maybe for nostalgia because I'm a collector by trade, but I don't think I'd buy this movie.
I don't know.
I'd pick it up for the kids.
I'd watch it again,
kids
but I
would be
wouldn't
worth
buy
it.
it. That's not, I don't know if we could say
but
that
I have a 10-year-old
online.
nephew, and it'd just be one of those
Yeah.
awesome movies to watch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly, yeah.
I want to watch it
That's
again
the only reason.
without 3D for sure, but I don't know if I'm gonna get the Blu-ray.
Well, if you ever want to come at it again, I'll loan you the 2D glasses.
Yeah.
Take a look at how it looks there.
That costs
I don't know
extra
if I
money.
want to go that far.
I couldn't, but you've already
Alrighty.
got money once.
All right.
Take care, guys.
Thank you.